There's a lot of misinformation about business funding out there. So look, let's clear the air. Today, I'm going to show you 3 banks that will approve you for up to $50,000 on a business credit card or business line of credit without any proof of income. And even if you're a brand new business. And to do this, you don't need any net 30s. You don't need a paydex score. And you don't even need any revenue. What you need is these 3 concepts right here. The first one is understanding no-doc limits. So most banks have a limit that they can lend up to before they actually have to ask you for P&Ls, for tax returns, and for other financial documents that you just may not have. So understand what is their no-doc limit, and always make sure when you're applying to stay underneath that so that they don't ask you for those documents. Now, the next one in that same category is understanding underwriting guidelines. So for example, some banks, they may lend between 10 to 25% of what your top line revenue is for the year. So you got to understand, okay, if I make X amount, they only lend 10% of that. So that's how much that I'm going to actually get approved for. So you got to know those underwriting guidelines as well. So the last thing is understanding what credit bureau do they even pull from. So you can go somewhere that pulls from Equifax, somewhere that pulls from Experian, and another bank that pulls from TransUnion. So if you go to all 3 of these banks and you get funding from them, yes, they're going to check your personal credit, but guess what? They all check different credit bureaus. So you're still in the clear. You only got one inquiry across the board. Now let's talk about where you can go to actually get this bag. The first bank that I really like is called Truist. Now Truist has multiple business credit cards that you can choose from that offer a 0% intro APR. So that's a game changer within itself. But they also do your credit cards for brand new businesses, and they do lines of credit for businesses that have been in business for 2 years or more. Now, another great thing about Truist is that you can do something called stacking. So with your LLCs, if you have multiple companies, you can go to Truist, you can get funding for one company up to 50K, right? And then you can circle back with another company and get another 50K for that business too. That's a game changer in just increasing your overall funding. Now, the next bank that I like is called KeyBank. Now, I like them for a couple reasons, but the biggest one is that KeyBank is only going to do a soft inquiry on your credit report. So you can actually go to them first. You go to KeyBank first because you can leave out of there with the 50K in funding and walk out of there with no hard inquiries to your credit report at all. They also offer multiple business credit cards that have a 0% intro APR offer. So the same thing, you can get that 0% funding. I actually have a video tutorial that I'm going to link in the description below. That is a tutorial on step-by-step how to get approved from KeyBank. So let's do the math real quick. If you have 2 LLCs and you go to just these 2 businesses, y'all, that is $200,000 in business funding. Some of it at 0% if you're getting the credit cards, right? With just 2 banks. If you're getting some value from this video, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And let's jump in to my last bank here. Now, the last bank on this list is called M&T Bank, and they're probably the best from a funding perspective because they can actually go up to $100,000 in business funding before they have to ask for any financial documents. Now, M&T pulls from Experian, and you are going to get a hard inquiry when you apply for them, but same thing. A brand new business, you can get up to $100,000 on a business credit card with them. And if you've been in business 2 years or more, you can get up to $100,000 on a business line of credit. And their credit card, again, is 0% intro APR, y'all. And I have this video right here to further explain how you can go and get the bag. Other than that, I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.